I was having a monthly one-to-one guidance session with one of my coaches. Now, in previous month meeting with this coachee, I had asked him to do budgeting and expense monitoring. Now, that's one of the first few things that I ask my coaches to do on starting their journey towards financial freedom. The very first thing that they need to work is their mindset and belief patterns. And once that is addressed, the next thing in the action plan comes creating a budget and expense monitoring. Now, this coachee of mine, he had done some budgeting and some expense monitoring, but he hadn't done it that rigorously, that thoroughly. And probably he was not able to comprehend the importance of this activity. And that's why I thought that in this video, I'll talk in detail what is the importance of budgeting and expense monitoring. So let's first understand what is budgeting. Now, budgeting is creating a financial plan or expenditure plan for a time duration. It could be for 1 year, and or it could be for 1 month, or it could be for short duration like 1 week also. But in personal finance or domestic finance, typically I recommend creating a monthly budget. Indian government creates a budget and it is presented first of February every year to the parliament, where it's discussed and approved. So that should show that how important creating a budget is. So why is budget important? Well, in budget, we create a financial plan and we plan for various expenses that we need to incur and how much amount we are going to allocate based on our planned income that will be generating. Based on the planned income or revenue that we are going to have, we can plan how much expenses under which head will be incurring. So that's what budget does. How does a budget help? See, budget helps creating plan and goals in place. And I go by the saying that if you fail to plan, you are basically planning to fail. Because if there is no plan in place, there are no goals in place, what's going to happen is that you may be going through normal life, you may be incurring expenses, but you will always be not having a sense of direction, whether you are moving in the right direction or not, whether your money is going at right places or not, and how much expenditure you should be incurring. Having a budget in place helps you getting that sense of surety that you are doing right amount of expense at right places. So that's it, the budget. Now, what's the importance of doing expense monitoring and tracking? Let's get into that. So once a budget is in place, let's say we created a budget for a month and we start going through that month. Now, on daily basis, we start making some expenses and expenditures. I suggest my clients, especially who are starting on their journey towards financial freedom, to make daily note of their expenses that they are incurring. Even small expenses need to be noted down. Why and how it helps is that when these expenses are noted down, people start becoming aware of where their money is going. And down the line, when this budgeting and expense monitoring exercise has been done for say 3 months, 4 months, 5 months or 6 months, a longer duration of time, people start realizing that their money may be going at a lot of places which are not really required, and they can cut down those expenses and start saving that money. I have seen people becoming aware of unnecessary expenses to the tune of 30% to 40% of total expenses they are incurring. So if those expenses can be stopped, it is like getting extra money in your kitty, and 30% or 40% of your net expenses, if they can be cut down, that's a huge saving. And that money can be channelized for your higher priority areas, maybe to plan for your kids' higher education, or maybe you can go for some overseas vacation or any other goal that you want to achieve. So having that expense tracking and monitoring in place helps a lot, becoming aware of where your money is going. And I call those unknown places where your money is going, where you are not initially aware of those expenses. I call them as leakages. So basically, you are able to fix those leakages through this budgeting and expense tracking mechanism. Now, initially, it may seem very tedious and very difficult to do all those things, creating a budget and doing daily expense monitoring. Rather, during a day itself, like as and when we are incurring expenses, on like 3 or 4 times at least, this expense monitoring sheet should be updated, because otherwise, by the time you sit at the end of the day to update that expense monitoring sheet, it may become very difficult for you to recall where all you have incurred in expenses and how much expenses, because we are not initially aware of our expense monitoring. So that's a normal thing to happen. So, but as you go through this initial exercise, you may start forming your good money habits, and you will start feeling getting control of your money management. And once that money management is in control, then you can start moving towards your journey towards financial freedom, because only when you control money, then you can manage it well. Otherwise, money will make you run all around the places, and money will be in control of you. So I hope this video, I am able to provide some value content to you. And I would like to hear your ideas and thoughts about budgeting and expense monitoring. What are your thoughts? Do you think it's a useful exercise, or do you think it's a not so useful exercise? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and join my MegaMoney community. I have a Facebook group by the name of MegaMoney Mastery. It's a free Facebook group that you can join, and wherein I provide some additional training and additional content for my Facebook group members. So please feel free to join them, and the link for that Facebook group you can find in my profile. That's all for now. I'll keep posting more such videos in the future, so follow me for getting more such content. That's all for now. Thank you. Bye.